before I get into this video, I just want to give you guys a bit of an FYI that the lighting kind of gets fucked up at some points. I'm having ring light difficulties still, so it goes out like twice. So there's little bits of the video that the coloring is going to be a little different. I'll try to fix it as much as possible in post, but if it's all mucked up, now you know why. So enjoy my review. Hey guys, welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to be talking about the 2001 film Frailty.
They were raised to obey their father.
Go do some homework.
To love him. To trust him.
Night, boys. Sleep tight.
Don't let those bed bugs bite.
Until...
Wake up. I've got something to tell you.
What's wrong?
There are demons among us. I can see the demons, while other people can.
I'm scared, Dad.
Nothing that crazy could be real.
So this is actually my first ever Patreon requested video. This one requested by my top tier patron, John. Thank you so much. I'm still constantly blown away by the fact that you're a top tier. I just thank you so much. And yeah, I'm really excited to review this video for you. So let's go ahead and just get into what my thoughts are on this one. So this movie has quite a few familiar faces. It has the late Bill Paxton, who unfortunately passed away a few years ago. It also has Matthew McConaughey. He plays really a main focus point of this film and narrator for the film, which I love. I actually have a very strong appreciation for Matthew McConaughey. I think that, you know, he is like an award-winning fantastic actor, but I feel like he still gets a lot of flack. I don't know why, but I really like Matthew McConaughey, so I was excited to see that he was in this, as well as, of course, Bill Paxton. And then you also have Jeremy, and I may pronounce his last name wrong, you guys know how bad I am with that, Thumpton, or Thumpter, there we go, something like that. You guys will may not recognize the name, but you would probably recognize the face. He was in the 2003 Peter Pan film, and those are really kind of the three most recognizable faces in this. And so if you have not heard of this film, don't worry, I honestly hadn't until John suggested it. Now, this isn't so much of a horror film, it's a bit more of a drama mystery, I guess you would call it. I wouldn't necessarily even label it a thriller. One of the things that I noticed while searching for somewhere to watch this, which I did find it on Vudu, so it's free to watch on there. All you have to do is just sign up. You don't even have to put in credit card information, which I was like, what is this magical website? So I watched it through there, but while in the search, some of the other streaming services that didn't have it, like Netflix, suggested Seven. That was the one that seemed to pop up a lot when researching, when I was kind of looking into this film, and I definitely see why. Watching this, it felt a little like it could almost be a prequel to that movie while you're watching it. It is obviously not, but it definitely kind of gives you that similar feels. Again though, this one is not so much a horror film, though there's a debate on whether or not Seven is. This film is really a murder mystery, but it's not a graphic film by any means. So if you tend to enjoy films that are a little less graphic, this one may be for you. You guys know that I do tend to enjoy the gore, but that does not mean that I can't respect a film that doesn't have any. Now, this film starts with Matthew McConaughey's character, who walks into the FBI to talk to an agent who is handling a specific serial killer case, and proceeds to tell this man that he believes his brother committed the crime. And of course, the FBI agent is hesitant and is like, okay, well, tell me why you think he committed this crime. And so Matthew McConaughey's character goes on to tell this flashback of their childhood. And sorry, ring light went out. We're just gonna work without it. And that is mainly what this film focuses on, is this story of their fucked up childhood. So their father, who is played by Bill Paxton, believes that God is speaking to him and sending the name of demons. And of course, you have the oldest son and the youngest son. The youngest one, who is played by Jeremy, who of course goes along with whatever his father says and completely believes him. And then the older one, who I didn't really recognize that child actor. I know he's been in a bunch of, I did kind of look him up, and I know he's been in a bunch of stuff, but he doesn't believe his father. He's pretty sure his father has just completely lost his marbles, and is just really using this as an excuse to start killing people. And that is the majority of the film. Of course, it does have a twist of an ending, which I am going to go ahead and talk about real quick. So just a quick spoiler alert. So this ending, let's go ahead and talk about that. Now, if you haven't seen this film and you're still sticking around, this movie ends with Matthew McConaughey's character taking this FBI agent out to where he's told him his brother has buried these bodies, and it's the same place where him and his father and his brother would do it. And while they are then walking to the actual location, he reveals to the FBI agent, and to us of course watching, that his brother is in fact, that although his brother is still committing murders, his brother is keeping the victims' remains in his own basement. He basically keeps his victims as trophies, whereas Matthew McConaughey is the one who's actually the serial killer this FBI agent has actually been looking for. And in the process you find out that, well, you thought the whole story up until this point that he's been telling was actually about himself as the older brother, the one who wasn't believing everything, when in fact he's actually the younger brother, and it was his older brother who didn't believe things when they're growing up. But of course, then through events and what they went through, the younger brother ended up snapping and just going on a regular old serial killer spree, whereas McConaughey's character is actually killing demons. And so yeah, that's like basically the big twist. Well, and I guess you could say it is a couple of twists. The fact that they were in fact actually slaying demons, and then the fact that the characters were kind of turned around in the flashback story. So there's a lot going on. Now, I hate to be one of those people in saying that I saw it coming, but I did kind of see the part with Matthew McConaughey's character being a killer coming. I didn't really see all the kind of other twists of them both being killers, or of the fact that he and his father were in fact actually killing demons disguised as people who were doing horrific things. All of that is actually seems to be real. Now, whether or not it may have been a hallucination, if he just thought all of those things because that's what his father told him, who knows? That's a little bit unclear as if that stuff was in fact actually real, but it seems to be. And so that I will say I didn't see coming, but I definitely knew right off the bat that there's something going on with McConaughey. That character was definitely not right, because just from the second you meet him and he's talking to this FBI agent, something's off. You know that there's definitely something not okay with him, and it's not just necessarily what he went through as a child, because that can definitely fuck somebody up. You're like, yeah, this dude, there's definitely something way more going on with him. So I definitely I was not surprised at all with that reveal, but everything else was definitely a bit of a shock. It most definitely is an odd film and definitely left me with some questions. Maybe John, you can answer them, or anybody else who has seen this film can answer those questions for me. Because I was definitely like, okay, is some of that real or not? Anyway, but all in all, I did really enjoy the film. So thank you again so much, John, for suggesting this one. If you guys want to be able to pick a film for me to review, there is a link to my Patreon in the description below. And thank you to my Patreons so much for helping to contribute to the channel. So if you did enjoy this, please do give it a big old thumbs up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button for more horror related content, and I'll see you guys later with another video.